Good morning. Boker Tov. How are you? It's Tuesday. And you know what that means. It's Torah Tuesday. Yay. Anyway, I saw a bunch of you Saturday. And thank you for the compliments and the well wishes and that kind of stuff. It's nice to see out there people, to meet my people who are listening to me. It's kind of cool. Anyway, this week's Torah portion is Matot. And I am going to call this A Promise is a Promise is a Promise. In this week's Parsha Matot, we learn about what God expects of us when we make a promise. Sometimes when we make promises, we can get ourselves or others in danger. So God gives us a way out. One way for a man is to go in front of everyone and explain that you made the promise in error and want to get out of this promise. Just fall on your sword and say, I'm sorry. An unmarried woman's father or brothers can unbind her promise if they feel it was made in error or it hurts them financially or physically. Now, a married woman's husband had the right to undo her promises. On the surface, well, this doesn't seem quite fair, does it? A man is responsible for his promises, but a woman, well, she isn't really. When we look deeper, we find that when we look deeper, we find that when a woman was unmarried and living in her father's home, he became responsible for her actions. Also, when a woman is married, her husband becomes responsible for her actions. In other words, there's always a man responsible for a woman's actions. Whether she's a child living at home or she's out in the world living with someone else, then she's their problem. All right. Keeping one's promise is so important that one of the 10 Commandments is you shall not lie. Okay, it's in the top 10 there, right? The ability to make and keep our promises is one of the biggest things that separate us from the animal kingdom. We have the ability to do what? Think. Think for ourselves and take responsibilities for our actions. Yeah. So the guy who's at 3 a.m. with his thumbs twiddling on the throne there, yeah. Take some responsibility, okay? Sorry. Sorry. So, you've heard the expression, my word is my bond. This is where it comes from. So, a promise is a promise is a promise. And I promise you that next week we'll be back on Tuesday for Torah Tuesday. Okay? Comments, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put comments in the thingy. You can DM, all that kind of stuff. Questions or whatever. And I will see you back here next Tuesday for Torah Tuesday. Peace out. Have a good week.